What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about those pesky self-checkout lines. If you're anything like me, I really don't care too much for those self-checkout lines, especially ones like at Walmart. I mean, you know, they give you this little space to put all your groceries and no room to do anything with them. That's what really irritates me the most. And then on top of that, the whole time you're ringing up your groceries, you got somebody watching over you like you freaking stealing something. So yeah, they irritate me a little bit. Um, I think they would be okay used in the sense like remember the express lanes, you 10 items less or 15, 20, whatever it was. Yeah, I agree. They're fine for that amount of stuff. But man, I just dread them every time that you have to go and you got a buggy full of groceries and you got to set them on there. You don't have no room to put them. Most of the time, I have to go to grab an extra buggy so my wife can do her thing, and then I'll grab them and put them in the extra buggy. But yeah, to me, they're just plumb irritating. Plus, I mean, they're the worst. The employees that did that. What are they doing now? What are those people doing? So I think there's a job thing going on also. All right, guys, today we're going to take a look at this video that is brought to us by SBC News. Is titled "Why Self Checkout is No Longer Profitable for Retailers," and we're going to read the description here and see what they say about this. This was published December 31st of 2024. The self checkout stations were once a retail innovation, promising cost savings, shorter lines, and a smoother shopping experience. But today, retailers are rethinking their strategies as these machines reveal hidden costs and operational issues, from high installation and maintenance expenses to rising theft rates and frustrated customers. Self-checkouts have brought unexpected challenges. This video dives into why self-checkouts may no longer be as profitable as once believed, exploring if this technology will evolve or fade away in favor of human interaction. Guys, I don't know. I haven't looked at the video. We're going to look at it. We're going to go through it, see what they have to say about the money loss and how they're losing money. I know that they're constantly looking for thieves. They're always standing over there waiting for the next person, seeing if you stole anything, wanting to check all your receipts at the door, which is irritating as all get out. But yeah, we're going to jump right into this video and we're going to see if what's going on with this. Maybe in the near future they're gonna get rid of these things. Or like I said, I think they're great for like an express lane. You know what I'm saying? 10 hours or less. But man, when you got a bucket full of groceries, give me a person.
Age of digital convenience, self-checkout stations were once heralded as a game changer in retail, a tool that promised shorter lines, faster transactions, and reduced labor costs. Nearly every major retailer jumped on board, installing these machines in stores across the country, each one a promise of a futuristic, cost-saving solution.
They greet you 89 cents. Scan your groceries, take your money.
It's really surprising. I didn't even know that they could do skimmers on self-checkout.
He says skimmers are placed on existing card readers to intercept data, including your card number and PIN.
In stores right across Canada, but are they more convenient or are they just cumbersome? Now, some retailers are choosing to remove the automated lanes altogether.
But today, there's a surprising twist to this story. Many of these retailers are quietly reevaluating their self-checkout strategies, with some even scaling back or removing them entirely. So, what happened? How did a technology that once seemed so promising fall out of favor with retailers? The answer lies in a series of unexpected consequences, both financial and social, that have shifted the self-checkout landscape. In this video, we'll dive deep into why self-checkouts are no longer the profitable innovation they once were thought to be. We'll examine the hidden costs, the impact,
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like you get just like a little area to do groceries.
on store theft, and the surprising toll on customer satisfaction.
Mhm.
Could self-checkouts soon be a relic of the past? Or will retailers find a way to make them work in today's retail environment? Let's explore.
I'm not sure.
While self-checkout machines were initially celebrated as a cost-cutting measure, the true expenses behind these systems tell a different story. Each machine, on average, costs retailers between $10,000 and $25,000 to install.
$10,000 and $25,000 to install those machines. $10,000 to $25,000 to install these machines. Think about that for a minute. I mean, I know grocery prices have gone up. I guess it shouldn't take them too long to pay that off with the way grocery prices are, hey?
Depending on the model and capabilities. Beyond the initial installation, maintenance and software updates come with recurring expenses that can add up quickly. Just like any
Walmart don't maintenance any of theirs. Maybe that's why there's so many problems with there all the time. No maintenance.
technology, these machines require regular servicing to prevent breakdowns, a necessity that becomes even more pressing during high-traffic shopping seasons. But the costs don't end there. As self-checkout systems gain complexity with AI enhancements and other features aimed at reducing errors, their overall operating expenses increase. Many retailers face growing software licensing fees, cybersecurity measures, and technical support costs, which have all risen in recent years. Add to this the expense of managing unexpected customer issues and delays that require employee intervention, and the supposed savings start to
Walmart.
look more like an ongoing investment with diminishing returns. The hidden costs extend beyond just money, impacting the customer experience as well. When a machine malfunctions or a complex transaction stalls, frustrated customers often need a staff member to assist, turning what was supposed to be a seamless process into a time-consuming one. With every stalled transaction, the efficiency retailers hoped for dwindles, eroding the financial benefits of these systems.
The impact. Theft.
One of the biggest surprises for retailers embracing self-checkout has been the surge in shrinkage, or loss from theft. While theft is a common concern in retail, self-checkout stations present a unique set of challenges that can significantly amplify losses. Some customers might take advantage of the less supervised nature of self-checkout to
You know they
scan
do.
items improperly, switch price tags, or simply walk out without paying. This honor
Yeah, I can promise you that people are scamming this system all day long. I mean, come on, man. People are going to use this, abuse this. They should have known this from the get go. I mean, there's all kinds of little tricks that people probably do. I know and I hate, like I said, because I honestly hate thieves. I mean, I just can't stand thieves. Sorry. Hate's maybe a strong word, but, you know, I don't like thieves. I just like thieves. And from stealing from anywhere, I don't know if it was me or a store or whatever. Because when you steal from those retail stores, all you do is make the cost of everything go up because of theft. But yeah, they are probably for sure getting got here good.
system approach leaves retailers vulnerable to both intentional and accidental losses.
Yep.
Research indicates that stores with self-checkout stations report a substantial increase in shrinkage, with some studies showing up to a 4% rise in loss rates.
Shrinkage.
To combat this, retailers have attempted to install anti-theft measures like weight sensors, AI-powered cameras, and even stricter verification processes. However, these security enhancements come at a cost and aren't foolproof. As a result, the additional expenses to control theft often outweigh the initial savings self-checkout was meant to deliver. Furthermore, employees are now tasked with a dual role of assisting customers and monitoring for potential theft, a responsibility shift that can cause stress and impact job satisfaction. This adds an unforeseen layer to the cost.
Well, I can tell you now that there's no stress to these guys at Walmart. They just stand there on the wall and watch you and just look at you. And half of them don't really care or pay attention, I believe, if you're stealing something or not. But then if you got something that can't fit in a bag or something like that, you're going to get stopped at the door by the buggy police and see if you got a receipt. Which I don't go that route. I didn't steal my stuff. If you got a problem with it, you better be doing something about it because I ain't stopping. I ain't just going about my business.
Equation as retailers try to balance theft prevention with customer support. creating an operational tug of war that complicates the supposed efficiencies of self-checkout.
Customer satisfaction decline.
While self-checkout was intended to provide a convenient, quick option for customers, the reality has proven more complex. Studies show a mixed response from consumers regarding their self-checkout experiences, with many citing frustrations over unclear instructions, technical malfunctions, and a perceived lack of support from in-store staff. In fact, some surveys indicate that over 30% of shoppers actively avoid using self-checkouts, preferring instead the personal touch and
30%.
assistance of a human cashier. The detachment some customers feel in a self-checkout line can negatively impact their perception of a retailer's brand. For customers who struggle with technology or simply prefer human interaction,
Yeah, that human interaction. I tell you what, one of the things for us is, going to the grocery store, when there is a human being there, I understand everybody has things going on their own days, and maybe some people just didn't have a good day and they don't want to talk, or maybe they're just unsociable and doesn't really know how to talk to people. But, if they're sitting up there all grumpy, I usually try to start some kind of conversation with them, goof off or something to make them laugh and smile. I mean, hey, if they're at work and having a bad day, at least I can do is maybe bring a smile to their face. But yeah, I like talking to people. Not all the time. I mean, I'm not all the time wanting to talk to people, but it's just a brief interaction. It's not that long. Oh,
self-checkout stations can make the shopping experience feel cold and transactional. Retailers find themselves in a tricky position as they try to appeal to tech-savvy customers without alienating those who value in-person service. Additionally, there's an emotional component that's difficult to quantify, but impacts brand loyalty. The feeling of being left to do it yourself. For customers in a hurry or dealing with complex purchases, this hands-off approach
I
can
don't
lead
mind
to
doing it myself.
frustration and impatience, ultimately affecting their likelihood of returning. Ironically, what was supposed to be a faster, more efficient process has turned into a point of friction, especially as self-checkout stations become more widespread and customers face longer lines at these machines than anticipated. As we've explored, self-checkout has turned out to be a double-edged sword for many retailers. What began as a promising innovation in cost savings and customer convenience has revealed unforeseen challenges that cut into the bottom line. From the
Yeah.
rising expenses of maintenance and upgrades to the loss prevention hurdles and the impact on customer satisfaction, self-checkout systems often bring more complexity than simplicity to the retail experience. Ultimately, the question remains: is self-checkout sustainable for the long term? Or will it go the way of other once promising retail innovations that ultimately fell short? Some retailers may choose to refine.
That's a good question. We've had, oh God, I don't even know how long self checkout's been out now. How long have we been using self checkout? They seem to be going right now with no slowdown. I haven't. This is actually the first I've ever heard about it being an issue or a problem, which I'd imagine it was an issue. I mean, you got people, like I said, people are always standing down there, employees that, I initially I think could be doing something besides standing on a wall, watching these screens. I don't know, it just don't make no sense to me. Like I said, I think it's a great tool maybe for a shopper coming in that needs a few items. I mean, look at that machine right there. That's kind of what I'm talking about. I mean, you got no room. You got your buggy there. You got this little round thing that sometimes is pressure sensitive or something like that. And if you move your bags off of it, the machine geeks out on you. And that's not enough room for a buggy full of groceries. And if you look right there, that's no. I mean, I go through this all the time.
And evolve self-checkout technology, while others might reduce or phase out these stations altogether in favor of a return to human interaction. In the end, what matters most is the balance between cost efficiency and the quality of the customer experience. As you think about your own shopping experiences, what role do you believe
Yeah.
self-checkout should play in the future of retail? Should stores double down on this technology or
No.
focus more on the human touch that many shoppers
Human.
still crave? Leave a comment below, and let's discuss how retailers can strike
Humans.
the right balance between innovation and service.
Yeah. All right, guys. So there you go. There's that. That's the video. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about self checkouts? Do you use them? Do you like them? Do you prefer them? Do you agree that maybe It's something that, like I said, for me, I believe that it's just easier to me, like just as an express. I think it works great for people that want to use them, maybe don't want human interaction. That's fine. But to me, I think it's just best me if I got a few items, one item, two item, five items, something like that. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna run through that self checkout, no problem. But man, if I got a grocery full of buggies, I ain't trying to go through all that. Guys, that's our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And we will see you on the next one.